Hi. Oh gosh, I don't know what to say. Okay, so first of all, hi, my name is Jay Noel. I also go by Jessica or whatever you guys want to call me, that's completely fine. I am 32 years old and I am going to start to become a dancer again. I'm actually going to be 33 this year, but I'm not there yet, so I still have time. Starting as a dancer over 30 years old is ridiculous. There's cracky knees, there's breaking backs, there's a lot of things that 20-year-olds have the luxury of not dealing with yet. Just you wait. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna stretch, you're gonna yawn, and you're gonna break something. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Enjoy thy youth. Quick backstory on me. I was born December 28th of 1992. Great year, because I came here. And then, just long story short, I was in a lot of musical theater. I actually tried dance. I was in the choir. I like to sing. Comes after love. I wanna know that something for me after love. I like to perform. I like to put on a show for everybody. I was in JROTC in senior year, so I was accepted to a musical theater college in New York. However, I was not approved of the scholarship because my grade point average was like 2.8. Yeah, so my father said, look, go to college, get a job or get out. And I joined the military. I was in the Army since 2011, October of 2011, and I retired. Yay! Fun stuff. I actually started getting back into dancing around 2020. It was the COVID quarantine time, and I was losing my mind. I started taking up dance again. I love Jennifer Lopez, so she is one of my biggest inspirations. I know a lot of people have feelings about her, but I know what I feel about her, and what I feel about her is I love her. Okay? Sorry. Anyways, so I started building this community of other dancers, started competing, started to just go off in the club, started doing random dance plays. And yes, most of my stuff is in K-pop. I grew up in a time where synchronized dancing and choreography was the standard if you wanted to be a singer, a performer, and all of that stuff. K-pop is actually meeting that standard for me. It's not just about the songs, it's about the performance and the choreography. So yes, most of my stuff is in K-pop because they have choreography, which I love. Now that I'm retired and I am a Army spouse. Hooray. I am. My husband's in the Army. Now that I have time on my hands, I'm actually going to start focusing on dance even more. What I've learned in my 30s is nobody's going to do it for me. So I have to do it for myself. And that is probably one of the hardest things ever. I have to eat healthy. I have to lose weight. I have to stretch. I have to prioritize. I have to get back into my motivated self because I'm not in the Army anymore. There's nobody running behind me, yelling at me, making sure that I'm doing the right thing. It is just me now. And that is probably the biggest obstacle that I can face. I have had a hysterectomy, so it makes a lot of movements very limited and very restricted, and how I feel afterwards, it hurts. It really does. I popped my ankle when I was pregnant. Sometimes I feel like a baby deer, so I know I have to work on that as well. So I am a mom, and I know that there's a lot of dancers who are mothers, but there is a stigma with mothers because people are like, why don't you stay home with your child? Why are you traveling here just to go dancing? Why aren't you blah, 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 blah? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I am doing this for my son, okay? I am showing him that it doesn't matter if you have a child, if you have a fur baby, if you have a husband, if you have a wife, if you have somebody to take care of, if you have, hardships or a sickness or an injury. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you move forward and how you adjust to that, just to make your ambitions come true. I am very financially blessed. I am retired. Like I said, I have financial freedom, and I cannot waste this blessing that God has given me just to take naps, or just to scroll through TikTok, or just not do anything with the time that I am given on this earth. As somebody who is over 30, trying to make it into an industry that is mostly geared towards teenagers and young 20-year-olds, fuck it. I'm gonna try because I want to lay there and said, I did it, I tried. Did it work? No, but damn it, I tried. I told my husband I'm going to keep dancing until I pass out. I told him I'm going to try until doctors literally tell me that I can't do this anymore. So, thank you for listening to my story. I'm not asking for a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers. All I'm doing is just my thing. And we all know that this is now the age of social media. So I have to showcase on social media. So it would be a really big help when I start showcasing my stuff. If you could just share it, comments, do whatever it is that you need to do so we can help each other out as well. Okay, so that is my little spiel, my little intro to my new and improved chapter of my life. So thank you all for listening, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Okay, bye bye. Love you guys. Oh God.